Hi everybody. As you can see, I have two of my lithium-ion batteries sitting in a charger. I found out that they don't drive the Arduino Mega with sensors for very long. It's less than 5 hours that these batteries will last. I also found out that there's a problem with this charger, and that is once you put one lithium-ion battery in it, the odds are pretty good that the next lithium-ion batteries you put in will be misidentified as nickel metal hydride. And you definitely don't want the nickel metal hydride charging profile used for the lithium-ion batteries. So I had to fully charge the one battery before I could put these two in, which were then correctly identified as lithium-ion. I hope that this is not an ongoing problem with this particular charger, because otherwise I like this charger. This project is sort of an ongoing project. It's actually a software development effort more than anything else. So in the upper left hand corner we have the Arduino Mega, which is a genuine made in the USA, actually made in the USA by Adafruit, R3 Arduino Mega 2560. Then in the right-hand side of the picture is an ultimate GPS module with a tiny antenna, also from Adafruit. I have the CR1220 backup batteries on order, so they should be arriving today or tomorrow. And finally, on the breadboard, I have a Wink 1500 Wi-Fi chip, which is the breakout board on the left, and a color OLED display that is 1.5 inches diagonally. So that's a 128 by 128 display. As you can see from looking at the display, there's really no data there except for the last update. And the problem is that on the Linux machine that I'm using, I'm getting name redefinition or symbol redefinition errors when I try to compile this with all three of these libraries enabled. It appears to be a problem when I put the GPS library in the include statement, because I can comment out the Adafruit _GPS library include, and the software compiles. Unfortunately, I really want the GPS, because the purpose of this project is to have the machine boot up, connect to the Weather Underground, submit a geolocation request based on the latitude and longitude from the GPS unit, and then the Weather Underground will return the 10 closest, well actually the 50 closest weather stations. I'm just going to take the top 10, and then the software has three different display modes. It has use average, which averages all of the weather data together. It has use closest, which uses the closest weather station regardless of how old the data are. And then it has use newest, which looks at the 10 closest weather stations and uses the newest data available. That is the default setting. So unfortunately, I'm not able to get my library to compile because of these other compilation errors that I'm getting. Tony DeCola from Adafruit actually took my code and compiled it on his environment, and it compiled just fine. So there's something wrong with the configuration of the Arduino IDE on my Linux machine. So one of the projects that I'm going to do today is tear down the Linux machine's Arduino environment and reconstruct it from scratch, just to see if that makes these errors go away. I'm really hoping that it does. because I'd like to make progress with development of these C++ libraries to interact with the Weather Underground. So that is my electronics update for the day. I have some other things that arrived in the post yesterday, but those will go into a different category on YouTube, so I'm going to make a separate video to talk about those. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.